Okay, now I'm going to ask Dr. Bilski a question. He just gave me the answer, but you haven't heard it yet. But now I'm going to qualify it. Our question is, can a cracked tooth heal on its own? Let me go down to something like, what if it's just one of those hairline?
Yeah.
You kind of see a crack, but it's not really like, split. Will that heal on its own?
See, let's start over again. When Randy and I are doing this stuff, no, not start over, but I was kidding him, and he said, let's ask this question. And, does a cracked tooth heal itself? And I just straight face looked at him. No.
And that's still the answer.
Yeah,
even for my little just hairline.
Still no.
Okay.
So look at it this way. When you get a cold or a flu, our immune system takes care of that. When you have a cracked tooth, it doesn't. It's not like a bone. Like break your bone.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, if you properly set it, your bone will heal quicker. And if it's not set properly, I guess there's always some kind of goofiness that never heals. But most of the time, a bone will heal. With teeth, particularly as we get older, they're called cracks and crazes. That's that little fine line.
That's what I'm thinking. Craze? That's what it's called?
Cracks, crazes, yeah.
Crazes, that's what I'm thinking of.
If you've ever looked at like a coffee cup or some type of china, the glaze on it, and it's like this little crackle. Yeah. It's not a design element. It's just happening because of the age of the cup, the glazing on it. That's what happens with teeth, and particularly with what we call mature adults or seniors. We see that, and you might see a definitive brown line right down the center of a front tooth. And most grandmas and grandpas are okay with that. It's not a problem. That will never heal, but it hasn't broken. It's just there. We can see it. It's a defect that isn't through and through. We're talking when you have an actual true crack, that you can see the tooth actually separate when you put pressure on it.
You can't just rub a rubber band around and hopefully it'll just hold it.
There's no dental duct tape at all.
Okay.
No, it doesn't work. So unfortunately, you have to come in and see somebody like myself. Certainly give us a call if you find that to be the case. If a piece breaks off, bring it in with you, and we'll tell you if we can use it or not.
And can you, if you deal with a cracked tooth and they come on in, is that something you can glue? We were talking about a chipped tooth.
So cracked tooth, it depending on the situation. The way some teeth are, they have two tips on them. They're called cuss tips, and they split down the middle, but it didn't go into the nerve. A lot of times, and I'm trying to make it demonstrative, we can drip a little bit of the bonding agent and actually push it together. A little bit of pressure, and then we have a blue ultraviolet light.
I've seen those.
And it hardens it. It's blue, and you hear the beep.
Like immediately.
Every 10 seconds it beeps, and then it should be okay. Most of the time, it's a stopgap. But we've had success just with helping the tooth get a little bit more longevity without having to do a procedure by just bonding it.
But the answer is at the very beginning,
no.
Yeah. There we go.
Cracked teeth do not heal themselves.